Right now in Jamaica News Page tonight, a dramatic U.S. military operation. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro locked up abroad.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Mr. Trump, thank you so much. I was working, I was fighting for the freedom in my country, but today is reality.
Tonight, we're tracking what the United States has planned for the oil-rich nation and the global fallout. Also tonight, a tragedy in St. Catherine. The Jamaica Defense Force recovers the body of a 13-year-old boy. We're following the latest developments. Plus, there's good news tonight. A teacher's long-held wish comes true just in time for the new school term. And more good news later tonight. Comedian IT from the IT and Fancy Cat show turning laughter into recovery, helping communities rebuild after Hurricane Melissa. Welcome back to Jamaica News Page tonight, news that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're all powered by viewers just like you. This year we've got great rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you unlock rewards you love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a FUE Star or FUE Elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shoutout. Thank you for joining. Jamaica News Page tonight starts right now. Begin tonight with a weather alert. A flash flood watch is in effect for low-lying and flood-prone areas of St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrews, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and Manchester. It will remain in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow, Monday. A broad trough across the central Caribbean has been producing unstable weather across the island since last night. Reports indicate that moderate to heavy showers and thunderstorms have been occurring primarily across eastern and south central parishes. This activity is expected to continue spreading across the rest of the island this evening. Lingering afternoon showers are forecast for most parishes on Monday. Sea conditions are also expected to deteriorate in the vicinity of showers and thunderstorms. Fishers and other marine interests, especially those operating inshore and offshore along the south coast, are advised to exercise caution. Also tonight, we're following developing news from overseas. Former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, arrived at a Brooklyn, New York detention center overnight.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Maduro was escorted from an aircraft shortly after landing, surrounded by dozens of federal agents. The former president and his wife were captured during a U.S. operation early Saturday morning in Caracas, Venezuela.
At my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice.
And new tonight, the U.S. Justice Department has since unsealed a new indictment accusing Maduro and his wife of leading what it describes as a narco-terrorism conspiracy. Prosecutors allege Maduro used the state power to protect and expand the drug trafficking networks, working with some of the world's most violent traffickers to move large quantities of cocaine into the United States. According to the indictment, as much as 250 tons of cocaine may have been trafficked through Venezuela by 2020 using speedboats, fishing vessels, container ships, and aircraft operating from clandestine airstrips. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump says the United States is prepared to take control of Venezuela's future, including its oil industries.
We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. And it has to be judicious, because that's what we're all about. We can't take a chance that somebody else takes over Venezuela that doesn't have the good of the Venezuelan people in mind. We've had decades of that. We're not going to let that happen. We're there now, and what people don't understand, but they understand as I say this, we're there now, but we're going to stay until such time as the proper transition can take place. So we're going to stay until such time as, we're going to run it essentially until such time as a proper transition can take place.
Despite those claims, there have been no visible signs of a U.S. takeover in Caracas. The presidential palace and military bases remain under the control of Venezuela's armed forces. Celebrations erupted in parts of South Florida this weekend as Venezuelan expatriates reacted to news of the U.S. military operation.
I just want to talk to you, America, and I hope you have your coffee when I tell you this, but these are great news. All eyes on Venezuela. These are historical news. This is history in the making. I mean, my chest, it feels like it's gonna explode with joy, because before I was even born, there have been struggles. My family has been fighting for so many years before I was even here. They have told me about it. They told me about a time where democracy existed, and now I can finally look forward to that.
Mr. Trump, thank you so much. I was working, I was fighting for the freedom in my country, but today is reality. Today is a beautiful day. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much, America, and God bless you. God bless America. Thank you so much.
Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio suggested that our neighbor, Cuba, could be next in Washington's push to reassert influence in the Western Hemisphere. Rubio said Cuban officials should be, quote, concerned, end quote, following the overnight operation in Venezuela. The comments come against the backdrop of a long and controversial history of U.S. intervention in Latin America. Back home, we're also following developing news. Police in Port Moore St. Catherine seized 93 rounds of ammunition early Friday morning during a patrol along Dyke Road. Jamaica News Page Tonight understands that around 5:30 a.m., officers on patrol noticed a man behaving suspiciously along the roadway. As the team approached, the man reportedly ran from the area, leaving behind a plastic bag he had been carrying. The bag was retrieved and searched, revealing 43.22 cartridges, 49mm rounds, 6.38 cartridges, and 4 12-gauge shells. No arrests were made and investigations into the matter are ongoing. Tonight, a minor is among 2 people charged in connection with the possession of an illegal firearm and ammunition following an incident along Spanish Town Road, Kingston 14. Charged are a 15-year-old boy from Kingston 5 and a 24-year-old laborer Neville McDermott of Kingston 16. Police say that around 11:25 p.m. Monday, officers from the Denham Town Police were on operation in the area when they signaled a motorcycle carrying 2 men to stop. The rider allegedly ignored the command, prompting a police pursuit. The motorcycle later stopped along the roadway. As the 2 men dismounted, officers reportedly observed a firearm fall to the ground behind them. Both were immediately taken into custody and the weapon was seized. The pair were later charged following a question and answer session. Their court dates are now being finalized. A Manchester man has been charged after allegedly attacking a police officer while intoxicated at a police station. The accused is 42-year-old Trevor Johnson of Lower Christiana. Police say the incident occurred around 11:15 p.m. on New Year's Eve at a police station in Mandeville. Jamaica News Page Tonight understands that Johnson was brought to the station by members of the public after he became intoxicated and was behaving in a disorderly manner. While at the station, he was instructed to sit, but reportedly became boisterous and attacked a constable. The officer was subdued with the assistance of other police personnel and later complained of severe lower back pain. The injured constable was taken to a medical facility for treatment. Johnson has since been charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm and is scheduled to appear before the Manchester Parish Court on Wednesday, January 7th. A sad update tonight in a tragic drowning at Hellshire. The Jamaica Defense Force says it has recovered the body of a child who drowned at Hellshire Beach in St. Catherine on New Year's Day. In a statement released Friday, the JDF said it was called in to assist with search efforts after reports that multiple people had gone missing in the water on New Year's Day. The JDF Coast Guard responded, and during the operation, the body of a 13-year-old boy was recovered and handed over to the Marine Police. Jamaica News Page tonight understands that a boy got into difficulty while swimming. A woman who witnessed the struggle attempted to help but also ran into trouble. A police constable attached to the Portmore Police, who was on sick leave and swimming at the time, then attempted to rescue both individuals. The woman was later rescued and taken to Spanish Town Hospital, where she died while undergoing treatment. The police constable remains missing, and the JDF says search operations are continuing. A major police operation in Westmoreland has ended in bloodshed after a high-risk target and two of his alleged associates were shot and killed during a confrontation with lawmen in the Cornwall Mountain area. The main suspect has been identified as Delano Leslie, also known as Crazy. Police say Leslie and two other men were fatally wounded during an intelligence-driven operation carried out by members of the Area 1 Fugitive Apprehension Team in the Cornwall Mountain community within the Bethel Town Police District. According to police, officers came under gunfire during the operation, prompting a confrontation. Two pistols were seized at the scene. Investigators say Leslie was a wanted man linked to several serious crimes. He was being sought in connection with the murder of Dwayne Otti, also known as Sparrow, who was killed in Macfield, Westmoreland in May 2024, as well as the murder of Joshua Richards in Johnsontown, Hanover in December 2023. Leslie was also wanted in relation to two separate incidents in which police reportedly came under gunfire in the Cornwall Mountain area, one in March 2025 and another in September 2025. Police say investigations into the incident are ongoing. Let's talk about some good news tonight. Teacher's Christmas wish comes true. For years, English language teacher Carrie Davis poured her heart into educating students at Vere Technical High School, balancing long work days, professional goals, and raising a family, all without reliable transportation. That changed just days before Christmas when Davis received the keys to a brand new 2025 Toyota RAV4 after winning Quartz Jamaica's Stop Shop Enroll promotion, a moment she describes as life-changing. At first, I didn't believe it, Davis said. Even my daughter questioned whether it was real. I had to go into the store to make sure, she continued. The timing couldn't have been more meaningful. As a mother of two college students, Christmas is usually a season of careful budgeting. Last year, she says it became unforgettable. Beyond the joy, the vehicle has opened new doors. Davis had recently completed principal training and was considering senior education roles, but many required access to a vehicle, forcing her to hold back. That one thing was holding me back, she explained. Now I can move forward with confidence. Her first drive, a simple trip to visit family, but one that marks the beginning of a new chapter filled with possibility. Congratulations, Miss Davis. And in another powerful example of giving back, comedian Ian I.T. Ellis, you'll remember him from the IT and Fancy Cat show, and his partners are turning laughter into healing through an initiative called Laughter for Recovery. In the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, Ellis decided to use what he knows best, comedy, to help those struggling to rebuild their lives.
No man is an island. You ever hear that yet? A song sung by Dennis Brown. No man is an island, no man stands alone. Treat each man as your brother and remember each man's dream as your own. Together we're better. We hear this is almost cliche, but is it really true?
Proceeds from his Christmas comedy cook-up on Boxing Day are now supporting families in Western Jamaica through Operation Love and Food for the Poor Jamaica. Ellis says the mission goes beyond entertainment. We're not just dispensing laughter, we're dispensing hope, he said. Through donations of food, clothing, shelter, and continued community engagement, the group has already begun supporting areas like the Bloomsbury Mountain District in St. Elizabeth, where residents say help was slow to arrive. Ellis acknowledges that not everyone is ready to laugh after such devastation, and that's okay. His message is simple: give in whatever way you can and keep showing up. Recovery won't happen overnight, he said, but if everyone helps just one group, we can make a real difference. the thought that counts. That is it. Well done, IT. And that's the news on Jamaica News Page tonight. News that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're all powered by viewers just like you. This year, we've got great rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you unlock rewards you love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, plus a whole lot more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a FUI Star or FUI Elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining, and also thank you for watching Jamaica News Page tonight. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the comments, and be sure to join us again for more news. From all of us here, good night.